Okay, look, I know that bees are important for the planet and all that. I know that, I just don't like them. Please don't yell at me in the comments. Thank you. So, let me tell you a story of bees. Once upon a time, little Vlaza, second grade Vlaza, was bored at school. He was invited by his friends to play monkey in the middle with a soccer ball. And that was his downfall. He was playing normally, it was very fun, but then eventually he realized it started to get boring. And he decided to pretend to be a dog and crawl on all fours. And it worked, it made everyone laugh, but there were dire consequences. What happened was he put his hand down on a little flower, and that little flower had a bee. Those yellow and black striped demons that live on flowers and feed off of the nectar. And yes, I know that they are good for the environment and all of that, but I just have a grudge against them, and I will tell you why. This was the first time I got stung by a bee. I was fortunate enough to have it on my hand. The other 2 times I was not so lucky. The second time, I got stung on the neck. Right on the neck. It was painful, of course, but here's how it happened. I was on a fishing trip with my dad, and while I was sitting peacefully, waiting for the rod to bob, I heard a buzzing noise, which of course freaked me out, but my dad said, since he knew I was afraid of bees after the incident, he told me if you hear a buzzing noise, just don't move, and you'll be okay, they won't sting you or anything. So I did just that, and I did not move. Unfortunately, what happened was, the bee landed on my neck, and I didn't realize that he had landed on my neck. He, or she, the bee, was just standing there. It was resting. It was resting, and it was having a good time, and all of that. But, another thing is that, I thought, when the buzzing stopped, when the bee landed on my neck, I thought it had flown away, and as I sighed, the most relief sigh you will ever hear, I pushed my neck back, or my head back, and I realized that the bee had landed on my neck. I figured that out the hard way, where it had stung me right on the neck. That was very, very unfortunate. And after that, I feared bees a lot. Every time I heard a buzzing, even if there was a fly, I would just freak out, and I would push my shoulders back in an attempt to hide my neck. It was a disaster. Things were going okay for about a year or and a half, until a certain family hike occurred. We were having fun. We almost got to the destination that we wanted to get to, but again, bees interrupted the peace and quiet. The bee had landed on my neck and for whatever reason stung me. Maybe I pushed my head back again, or maybe it was just feeling really aggressive and wanted to end his life that day. Either way, it still hurt a lot. You would think that I would be used to it, but I wasn't. And, you know, it was surprising that I hadn't gotten an allergy to these bees, but apparently I'm a superhuman who doesn't get any allergies. What happened was, out of fear for another sting, my mom wrapped her scarf around my neck to make me feel safe. And we made the trip back to our car. That bee sting was the final straw. I was officially terrified of bees. I had morphed into something called melissophobia, which is, of course, by the topic, the fear of bees. Unfortunately, I still have it to this day, but, you know, it is what it is, and maybe eventually, one glorious day, I will find out that I am cured and no longer have this fear. But, yes, that is why I have this melissophobia and why I have this fear of bees or anything stinging. Wasps, hornets are terrifying. I don't know. Whatever you can think of that can sting you, I am terrified of. So that is the story of why I am scared of bees. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this little short commentary. It is my second video on this channel. I hope that you have enjoyed, and I'll see you later.